just as it was in 2015.
I was actually quite impressed with Daniel's swim. You know, if you look at most of the other swimmers, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of them took the first 100 out relatively easy, with very long distance per stroke, very few strokes per lap. But if you look at Daniel, he actually, from the first get-go, from the first lap, he had very, very high turnover, and he actually maintained that high turnover throughout the race quite consistently. So I think it takes a lot of training, and he's probably a bit younger to be able to sustain that kind of stroke rate over a 200-meter distance.
Ketin Nuttapong, he missed out on 2015, remember? And when he wasn't around, the mice and the mouse to his right came out to play. But now he's back, and the big cat is back in the middle of the victory ceremony to receive his gold medal.
The Prime Minister Department, President of Amateur Swimming Union of Malaysia.
He is a big, powerful lad who is also very strong in the individual medley. We talked about it this morning, about how these breaststroke swimmers are strong in the individual medleys, and Ketin Nuttapong was the last person in Southeast Asia to beat Joseph Schooling in a race. And it'll take some time now for the next person to beat him in the 200 meters breaststroke if he keeps this form up. But first though, Daniel Lim might be on the menu for future SEA Games. Great swim by the Malaysian to clinch the bronze medal in the 200 breast.
Ladies and gentlemen, silver medalist, Thailand, represented by Radomyos Matjiur.
Radomyos Matjiur
2 minutes 14.96 seconds.
returning to his silver medal position in the 200 meters breaststroke. He won the Thai age group championships, but same thing as 2015. Nuttapong wasn't around. And sometimes these swimmers just love to stamp their authority and show you who's boss. And Ketin Nuttapong is one of them. The way he celebrated after that really has brought back all the memories of what has happened over the last couple of years, where he's had to deal with injuries and all that stuff, missed out on the 2015 SEA Games. But a man who's been winning since 2009, 2011, 2013, and even won the Asian Youth Games in 2009 in this event, is back on top of the SEA Games, Southeast Asia, 200 meters breaststroke for men, all over again in 2017. Welcome back to the top of the world, Ketin Nuttapong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Thailand.
Ketin Nuttapong back on the winners' podium. Gerald and I was just talking about the fact that a lot of good things were expected out of this Chiang Mai-born lad who's got wonderful parents to support him all the way through. In 2009, when he won the Asian Youth Games, everybody thought that this was going to be the next big thing, not just in Southeast Asia, but in Asia as well. He's qualified for finals of the Asian Games a couple of times already, but both times he finished 7th in 2010 and 2014. Maybe next year, if he continues this form, it might be higher than that, and who knows, it might be on the podium, but then yet again, you're looking at an event that is probably owned and homed by the Japanese.
It is. I mean, I think within the Asian level, the Japanese are absolutely the best at the breaststroke, right? That breaststroke is such a technical event, such a technical stroke. The Japanese have it right down. I mean, they have it right down in terms of the way the stroke should be, the kick should be, the one pull, one kick underwater, the plunge. They've got it right down. So I think Japanese, we've seen them win the Olympic gold medals so many times. So that's something that they've always had an edge in. So for Ketin to